Today I'm making an Italian pistachio crinkle cookie. These are those great round cookies that have all that crackling on them, and they're rolled in powdered sugar, and we're going to be using some ground pistachios in this recipe. You'll need 3 cups of roasted pistachios. I like to get them salted so I don't even have to add salt to my cookie. Add them to your food processor. You'll need to grind these up really fine. I like to hit the pulse button on my food processor so that I don't turn this into pistachio butter. So every once in a while, give it a stir, and you want to make sure they're really ground well. I'm doing this just a little bit more. You don't need to measure them out at this point, you have enough. So I'm going to add them to a medium-sized mixing bowl, and make sure you get every bit of them because they're a big part of the cookie. I have 1 cup of granulated sugar, and all I'm going to do is stir that in. This is such an easy cookie recipe, and you can do it by hand. Make sure all of that granulated sugar is really mixed well with the ground pistachios. I have 2 large eggs, and I'm just going to need the egg whites. So you want to separate them, and on the second one, I did get a little bit of yolk in, but I was able to scoop it out. We're not going to make meringue with this, so it's all okay. So pour your egg whites right on top of your mixture. And now I have some almond extract. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. If you can find some pistachio extract, you can use that too. And here I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and this is just going to add a beautiful extra flavor to it. So mix this all really well. Everything now is in the bowl, and it's just a matter of getting this really pushed together. So take your spatula too and press down, because you want all of the liquid to mix with those pistachios, and you want to be able to roll it into a ball. And this is just right. It will really hold together to make a nice cookie. So now I have some parchment paper that I'm placing on 2 cookie sheets, and you want to put those aside. You'll need some powdered sugar. I think this is about 1 cup. You don't really have to measure it. And place that on a plate and break up any bunches of powdered sugar. I'm also going to put some granulated sugar on another plate. And once again, break it all up so you don't have any lumps in it. So I have a cookie scoop, and this is about a 1.5 inch wide, or you can use a tablespoon. I've decided to use the cookie scoop because I'll have really uniform cookies. Place the cookie dough in your hand and just roll it into a round ball. It should be really easy to do. And once you do that, you're going to first use the granulated sugar and totally coat that ball of cookie dough. And then when that's thoroughly covered, you'll throw that over into the powdered sugar, and you're going to roll it up and do the same thing. I'm making sure it's coated on all sides, and then I'm going to place it on the cookie sheet, and I like to do 3 in a row, and that gives it a little bit of space. I have whole pistachios, and I'm going to take one and push it into the center. You don't have to push it too far in, but just a little ways. These are going to spread out just a little tiny bit. Place about 12 on each cookie sheet. I had one that had 15, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Push the cookie dough down just a little bit on each cookie. Place your cookies into a preheated 350 degree oven. I have it timed for 15 minutes, but halfway through, I do like to rotate them. Since heat rises to the upper part of the oven, it'll be a little bit too hot, so that's why we rotate them. Now I'm taking them out, and I felt they needed about 5 more minutes. They were just a little bit too soft. So I think they're just right now, and I want to see if they're a golden brown on the bottom. So flip one over, and you'll see that they're a little bit of a dark golden brown, but they are not burnt, so they're just right. They're done, and now they have to cool a bit, and I do like to take them off and put them on a cookie rack to cool them even more. They're going to be a little soft when they first come out of the oven, and they'll get a little bit firmer as they cool. These cookies can be put in your freezer for up to 2 months. They're so great. I hope you get to make this recipe and enjoy them. I think you'll love them. And this is how they should look in the center. You don't want anything doughy. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, please do. I would really love it. And please give this a like because it really helps too.